Welcome back, everybody, to our pre-Tikkun Leil Shavuot session at the Spanish and Portuguese Synagogue, virtual. So I'd like to welcome Professor Stanley Goldstein, who will be speaking. The title of his talk is Perek Shira, Discovering Majestic Grandeur and Humility. So Stanley, I'm unmuting you.
Thank you. And before I start, B'chvod Rav and everyone who's on the Zoom, I just wanted to reflect and give thanks to the organizers of this evening's learning. It's a difficult time. We can't study in person tomorrow night, all night, but we can use the technology and honor Shavuot by studying tonight. And I thank Ronnie and Rabbi White for having invited me to be part of this initiative. As he said, I've called this learning session Perek Shira, a chapter of song, discovering majestic grandeur and humility. I'll follow the following outline, the background, what is Perek Shira, a reference to some of the parts of it, a more detailed reference to a discussion at the end of Perek Shira, whether a particular animal should be included in Perek Shira. And finally, I'd like to conclude with a beautiful prayer that has been composed for those who study Perek Shira. My objectives are not to be exhaustive. It's 10 o'clock at night, and some of us still have to continue preparing for Yontif. But I really would like to encourage, plant the seeds that you will overnight or tomorrow go to Google and log into Perek Shira and download the text from Torah and read it. It'll be, on one hand, an opportunity to have studied multiple sources of Torah, and two, it'll be a beautiful way of bringing the special Kedusha of Shavuot into our lives, into our world. The background. So the background is at Sinai, the tradition is that the world came to a standstill. The dogs didn't bark. The birds didn't chirp. The cows didn't moo, nor the lions roar. The tradition is that they too stood as Sinai, that they too were impacted by the Sinai experience. And this idea of including the larger inanimate world or the inhabitants of the physical world and the elements of the world into our concept of the universe, into our concept of creation, into the concept of where we stand, is a long tradition in Jewish thought and theology. The thought is that they too sang Shira. They too say Lishmel b'kol todah, that I make the voice of thanksgiving heard. And they too say L'saper l'kol niflatecha. They too say, I can tell of the wondrous works of the Lord. And there's Midrash that King David was very proud of himself, having composed some psalms, and he was cut down by the frog who said, I too sing praises to the Lord. And this idea of the inclusion of the elements and the inhabitants of the natural world into our theology is the springboard upon which Perek Shira has been founded. We don't know who the author is. Some say it's King David, but that's not known, not confirmed. What we do know is that it's the way it's crafted, and that each element, each inhabitant of the natural world is attributed a verse from the Psalms, from some of the prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Habakkuk, from the Torah, from Job, from the Talmud. A verse that captures the message of ethics, philosophy, that each one is supposed to stand for. And if you look carefully at the way it's crafted and drafted, it's in the present. The heavens are saying, the earth is saying, the Leviathan is saying, it's not the past, it's not the future, it's the message for all time. And that's the way it's been drafted, and that's the way it's been crafted. And that's why, in some ways, you could say that it's pure, majestic grandeur. The discussion. At the end, there's a discussion. Should the dog be included with a song, with a particular song? And it's raised by a student of Rabbi Hanel ben Dosa, and he says they shouldn't. He quotes something, a line from the prophet Isaiah, that the dogs are raised in a spirit, they do not know satisfaction, rapturous dogs. And an angel comes from heaven and reminds them what happened on the night, the fateful night in Exodus, in Egypt, when the dog didn't sharpen its tongue. We say in Shemot, no dog sharpened its tongue against any of the children of Israel. So on that night, the dog played its part. And Rabbi Yeshua didn't pick it up. He didn't remember it. He didn't include it. And he wasn't sensitive to the picture, to the message. His message was narrow and deep. It wasn't focused. It wasn't broad. It wasn't inclusive. And so therefore, the Midrash tells us, no, the dog does merit a voice, does merit a song to be attributed to it. It goes on also to say that they merited their hides, and from them, from the animals, we have our tefillin, we have our mezuzahs, we have our Torah scrolls on which they are written. And I just wanted to conclude with a beautiful prayer that's been composed for those who read and study Perek Shira. Amar Rabbi said, Korosek Perek Shira, all those who involve themselves in the study of Perek Shira, B'olam hazeh, in this world, I testify that he is destined for the world to come. He is saved from the evil inclinations, from harsh judgment, and from destroying Satan. He goes on to say, and his studies are established in him, and his days are lengthened, and he merits life to come. He also concludes Perek Shira with the following line that we say every day, Baruch Hashem, Amen v'Amen. Thank you, Yod Yom Tov, and Chag Sameach to everyone, tout le monde. Good night. Bye-bye.